Beautiful picture.
Do you need help with something?
No, thank you. I'm good. Appreciate it. Restrooms. So this is actually the courtroom. I thought that was the council chambers. Huh. Interesting. City Marshal's office. This looks like an old school detective thing.
Yeah, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
I wasn't in there. There's a lady that walked in there. She came out from the back door.
Yeah, you can't go in there.
Didn't go in there.
Okay.
I figured it was, but it was interesting that it was left open though. I saw a safe or something right there, so. Okay. Okay. No, I was just wondering because it was just the window didn't have any signs on it. I was trying to figure out what this window is for. All right, thank you. They're looking hard for that. Mm-hmm.
So are you videoing?
Absolutely.
For what purpose?
Just a video.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said he's videoing.
You want to give me your name so you don't need mine? Since I got one detained at the time. Hey.
Hey.
He said he come to take pictures. I told him he can't come take pictures until he get permission. He said it's a public place. I told him.
Yeah, but he been taking pictures of people. Because he stood there and he, I know if he was filming Mary Williams or taking a picture.
Okay.
But you got to have permission to do that now.
Oh, right. That's why I told him.
Because he went back there to the break room and Miss Janice was back there. Because I could see him, you know. And I walked back there. I said, hey, you can't be back there. And he was like coming out because he disappeared off the camera.
Right.
He said, oh, well, I wasn't back there. It's a lady in there. Like, yeah, she can be in there. So I went and I closed the door.
Okay.
And that's when he came back out and he stood in front of, well,
Right
right that
there.
way you
Yeah,
saw
when I
him.
saw
And he
him
was
there.
like this with the camera, like videoing her.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. So he won't give me his name or nothing, so I'm finna arrest him.
Okay, yeah, he got to get the,
Yeah.
ask for his ID.
Yeah, I know. All right, I just want to let you know.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Okay, come on, partner. You on the arrest.
Okay, for what?
Come with trespassing.
All right. So, start from the beginning. Tell me what happened yesterday.
Okay, so I'm not sure what time it was, but I was over on the other side and I noticed a customer had walked in and Miss Diane was already helping someone. And so when I think she was, yeah. Anyway, when I was coming from over there, headed towards my office, the guy was kind of standing there and he was facing the sofa. And I noticed he had something in his hand. And so I asked, I said, hey, how are you? Do you need help with anything? And he said, no, I don't need any help. So I'm like, okay. So I came on in my office, and that's when I started watching him on the camera. So I noticed he went towards the council chambers and kind of peeked in the little window area there. And then he didn't open the door. He went on down the hall, and then he looked into the side door of the council chambers. So at that point, I called to see if Postel was in his office, and he didn't pick up, so I knew he wasn't back there. So then I noticed the guy kept walking, and he motioned towards Postel's office, and that's when I looked in the camera we have in the break room, and I saw Miss Janice was in there. So that's when he disappeared off of the camera here, because I don't know if you can see, but once you turn to go in the break room, then you're out of my line of sight then. So I'm thinking he going in the break room where she was at. So that's when I walked out and told him, well, I walked down the hall, and then he came back out towards me, and I said, hey, you can't go in here because this is a restricted area. And he said, oh, I didn't go in there, it's a woman already in there. I see it's a keypad by the door. So I was like, okay. So then he walked back up towards the hall, and he kind of, that's when he went to Miss Wright's window. And that's when I went and I saw Mary Williams was standing at her door, and she was like doing like this, like looking at him. And I said, yeah, I'm trying to handle that now. So then I went towards her office, and she said, yeah, I was watching him on the camera. I said, yeah, he looked weird, and he just went, back there. And so I said, well, I'm gonna close your door. And that's when I came. He was standing there. And what did I ask him? I said, hey, are you filming or something, or taking pictures? And he said, yeah, I can take pictures. I said, okay, but you can't necessarily take pictures of people without their permission. And so he was like, okay, or something. So I came back in my office, and then that's when I called Spurgeon and told her I need an officer over. No, I called Diane first, and he wasn't in his office. So then I said, well, I'll call his cell phone. And he answered. I said, hey, I need an officer over here. It's a suspicious looking man. And then after I got off the phone with him, I called Postel, and he was telling me that he was by the old hospital and coming on his way back, because Miss Wright had by that time called him. So I was like, okay. And that's when I was watching him then, and he was standing like up at the lobby, the counter in the lobby, and he had the camera down like this, but he was kind of standing in front of Mary Williams' door. So by that time, Officer Sinclair came, and he entered back through there, back on the other side, and then Postel came up, and that's when I walked out, and I'm not sure what exactly Postel asked him, because I couldn't really hear. But I think the guy was saying, I'm just standing here or something, and Postel was like, okay, I'm gonna ask you to step outside, let me talk to you outside. So then they went outside, and I came back in here in my office, and what happened then? I came back here in my office, and then I could hear them talking, but I wasn't necessarily listening then. And so then I went and talked to Mary Williams. When I came back, I could hear them talking about something about trespassing and something or whatever. And then Postel came back in and told me that he had asked the guy for his ID, and he didn't want to give that, so they were going to go on and arrest him. So I said, okay. So then I came back in here, and they were right there by that window, and I could I saw then they had put the handcuffs on them. And what was he saying? He was like, you haven't asked me to leave yet. And Sinclair was saying, we're asking you to leave now. He said, well, you've already put the handcuffs on me. And Postel was just saying, yeah, let's just walk over here to the station or whatever. So and then I saw him walk over there.
Okay. So, basically, the entire interaction that you witnessed was, you were across in the main part of the lobby, or where the ladies already handled all the business. When he came in, and you asked him if he needed help.
And he said he didn't need any help.
Okay.
Which is odd, because when you come in here...
You come in here to do business.
Yeah. So I didn't say anything else to him then until...
So at that point, he starts wandering around, wanders back towards Postel's office and then the break room and all. But you never saw him enter the break room on the cameras or anything.
Because he went with the camera.
No, I mean I know.
Okay.
I was just trying to figure out
how far to go. Yeah, so I didn't see him actually go in, but he left my line of sight, and he headed towards and so when I saw that, I knew Janice was in there. That's when I walked out.
Yeah.
Then.
And when you walked out, he met you coming back this way.
And I forgot to mention, I did ask her, I said, did he come in here? And she said, well, I don't know, because my back was turned.
Yeah.
Because she was fixing her food, going to the microwave and stuff. So I don't know if he actually stepped in there, but he did go towards that,
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw her in there and then go in there or what. Yeah. But it should have been no reason for him to even go towards that way. Anyway, so.
Yeah. Alright. And then, once he comes back up here, you ask him if he's filming. And he says that he is. When I was talking to Mayor Williams and I closed her door, and I said, hey, are you filming or taking pictures? I don't know which phrase I use, because I know I saw a video camera. Yeah. And he said, yeah, I'm just taking pictures or filming stuff. And I said, and he said, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, okay. I said, well, you filming people, then that's something, something else. Which I wasn't thinking, okay, she a public official, blah, blah, blah. But I still left it at that, But when I came back in, I noticed he was just standing right there at that corner, and the camera was pointed towards Mayor Williams while she was sitting there. And because when I asked Saka what he said to her, she said that he said, he goes to different cities and stuff, and it's rare that you see a mayor in the office, because he was at somewhere and the mayor didn't come for 4 days or something. So then I'm like, okay, is he fascinated with the mayor or something, Yeah. So all of that is why I was like, let me call and get somebody over here. Because the guy just, I hate to be one of those people that say about black people all the time looking suspicious, and I told Chief Spurgeon that's why I didn't call 911 or my panic button, because I didn't want to be one of those people, Well, can I give you a piece of advice?
Yeah.
I'd rather you be one of those people than a statistic.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the same thing my mom said. She was like, I'm upset with you for even first going back there towards him. And then, if you got bad vibes, then, So, yeah. But you saw the guy, right? Yeah. He had the shades with the beard and the cane and stuff. And I know they sent him because he's handicapped, so that makes it even worse. But I'm like, people can be playing with them canes. Probably don't need to use a cane. I don't know. So yeah, so that was the extent of it, or whatever.
Who all was in the office while he was here? I know you said Miss Diane was.
Diane and the customer she was helping, this black guy, because they actually talked, him and the guy, because Mayor Williams was saying, I asked me why I was in her office, were they together? And I said, I don't think they're together, because he came in before him, and I think he just kind of started up a conversation with the guy while he was up there. Because that guy was paying for something. I don't know if it was a ticket or taxes. So Miss Diane was helping him. So, because that was the whole reason why I asked the guy if he could. What is his name?
Which one?
The one that was arrested.
Dunn.
Is that it? He gonna email me? 3 different people have emailed me. I know he's the one who tried to post the stuff online. Okay, that's when I asked Dunn if he needed some help. So. Okay, he had one who emailed me. I think I blocked him on Facebook.
All right. All right. Well, I got what I need.